who art in heaven. Nani kebile ligwe kahagedin so, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
Nnamdi Kanu has done his own. There is none of us today that has done as much as what Nnamdi Kanu had done in promoting the cause of our people. For every human being, we have our own flaws. Dr. Asara has his own flaws. All other human beings have their own flaws. So Nnamdi Kanu will also have his own flaws. What he has achieved for Biafra, for the independence of Biafra, for the freedom of the Igbos, are far surpassed whatever anybody has done in living now. And that's the truth of the matter. Like him or hate him, that's the truth. Nnamdi Kanu has done what a lot of people cannot do. Last time I spoke, I told you that Ipob and Nnamdi Kanu gave a knockout to Nigeria and won. And people were saying that it has started happening. It has started happening. And you claim that they are Niger Delta. All of them who said fighting for Niger Delta in public was grateful today was wishing somebody happy independent anniversary. Forward line. The victory of Biafra is very near. Very simply, we are very close. Nnamdi Kanu are giving them. I said they are bribing, and it is a fact. About 50 billion has been put aside by the Buhari government to bribe people, especially from the Jaw Nation, young men, combatants from the Jaw Nation, not to support Biafra, not to support Nnamdi Kanu, not to shield Nnamdi Kanu. This is true. The bribe did not come to me. I was told about the bribe, and I asked how much, and I asked the person. So 50 billion is our problem. the IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu and the Radio Biafra London had been the biggest organization in the struggle for the restoration of the sovereignty of the Biafran states. There are other organizations, but presently Radio Biafra and the IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu have been in the forefront, have been the loudest in this actualization for our independence and the restoration of our suspended sovereignty, which took place in 1970. If I have the opportunity and Nnamdi Kanu confide in me that I should take him and I know where to keep him, I will take him and keep him, because I believe that Nnamdi Kanu is one of the pillars of the struggle for the restoration of the sovereignty of the Biafran state. It will be very stupid for anybody to think that Buhari can defeat IPOB or the Biafran struggle. Very stupid. All over the world, there are demonstrations. India, Russia, Japan, Turkey, London, Paris, Switzerland, Germany, different cities of Germany. My family also participated in the demonstration in Hamburg, in Frankfurt. There are people, members of my family. So there are demonstrations for Biafra everywhere, all over the world. The United States of America, Britain, EU, and France have come out that they do not believe that IPOB, they do not accept that IPOB is a terrorist organization. That's the first victory. Nigeria, they are peeing in their pants. Buhari is peeing in his pants. He's dripping. Lai Mohammed is, even his pampers can no longer hold his peel. Even Lai Mohammed pampers cannot hold his peel. They are peeing. Because they know that they have lost round one. Nnamdi Kanu has given them a knockout in this first bout. And it's a victory, and all of us must acknowledge it. Some people say, you follow Nnamdi Kanu, you are now following Nnamdi Kanu. Well, what is wrong if I follow Nnamdi Kanu? If Nnamdi Kanu is doing better than me in actualizing Biafra, what is wrong in me following him? Should it be me? Should it be about myself? The freedom of my people is not about myself. The freedom of my people is my freedom and the freedom of all Biafrans. And if Nnamdi Kanu is doing it better than me, I should be able to acknowledge the fact that he's doing it better than me. I am not a member of Nnamdi Kanu IPOB. But if Nnamdi Kanu IPOB is doing it better than my platform, then I should be able, because it's not about me. It's not about myself. So round one, Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu are giving you people KO, knockout. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. The world has acclaimed. The president of the Senate has acclaimed. Members of House of Representatives from the West, from the Southwest, from the Southeast has come out. The Joint Council, as bad as it is today, had come out. The Joint National Congress and Afenefere, all are unanimous in saying IPOB is not a terrorist organization. But we thank God that as bad as it is, the world is unanimous in saying that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. People say, why did Nnamdi Kanu run away? Why did Nnamdi Kanu go into hiding? If Buhari is not afraid, why are they denying the pictures that came out? The pictures that you, their followers, shamelessly put on your wall to praise. They say, look at them. Oh, now, by only the dance, or this, that. You shamelessly put on your wall. If a man like, let him be blabbing, say all sort of things, he will do this, heaven will fall, earth will fall, this will fall, as long as his action does not meet with his intention, he has not committed a crime. Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime. He can boast, he can say whatever he likes. He has never been seen to carry arm, whatever. So if he is now boasting a crime, why has boasting become a crime? You investigate a crime until the person commits a crime. Today, they are coming for Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow it might be me if I don't speak out. Tomorrow it might be you. These people don't give a damn. They don't know whether you supported them yesterday. A lot of people are complaining that IPOB has been declared a terrorist organization. Why not? Are we not terrorizing them? Your words are terrorizing them. Your words are terrorizing them. Even your silence are terrorizing them. So whatever they say about you, why do you bother your head? They call you a terrorist. They call you all sorts of names. Why do you bother your head? That's what it ought to be. That's their way. That's a modus operandi. That's the way they operate. And if you call Nnamdi Kanu a con man, Chijoke, you are the con man par excellence. How is Nnamdi Kanu a con man? What Nnamdi Kanu is saying has been said over and over by several other people. And he did not make them con men. So how does Nnamdi Kanu saying he blames him a con man? It's a question you have to answer. Chijoke, you have to answer. So if Ezekiel said it is not a con man, if Moto said it is not a con man, but if Nnamdi Kanu said that is a con man, how does Nnamdi Kanu say it that makes him a con man? IPOB has ideologies that are different from my ideology. IPOB believe that her ideologies is that they cannot pick up arms. They have adopted the Guardian Mahatma Gandhi ideology of peaceful engagement. I don't believe in it. And so I cannot impose my will on them. I cannot impose my will on them that they must accept my will.
Oh, the younger brother, Nnamdi Kanu,
Abba, we must give honor to who honor is due. There is nobody living on death. There is nobody living on death. I repeat it. There is nobody living on death that in so short a time has brought the issue of Biafra to the forefront, the issue of Biafra to the front burner of the world politics, like as Nnamdi Kanu has done it. There's nobody. I've done nothing. I don't want to be attributed anything. I am doing what I'm supposed to do as a Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu has done. And we must give. Today, we're going to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. We will concentrate on waiting many people, will be Igbo people, will be Ipob people. They talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari come back. You dey post for your wall. Ask somebody say Buhari come back alive. No be Buhari, that thing wey dem bring. That's something wey dem bring from London. As dem bring am, you post for your wall. You be Igbo man. Somebody go down, dey drink water wey dey for say if Buhari come back, you go drink water, they drink, you no talk. But if you see somebody go bow down for Nnamdi Kanu, na big problem. Nnamdi Kanu wan make Igbo people slave, but nothing dey wrong. If Tinubu go down, go bow down for Buhari, it's okay. Nnamdi Kanu na be a problem now. But somebody go like this, bow down flat for one man wey say be Oba, wey call himself Kabiyesi, wey call himself anything, that was no problem. Because no be Nnamdi Kanu. The same way you condemn the people bowing down for Nnamdi Kanu, it's the same way you should condemn others when they bow down. So it's their problem. Nnamdi Kanu is their problem. Everything you post on your wall. The pastor is killed. You say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu dey preach. Na him make. Meanwhile, na Catholic pastor. Meanwhile, majority of people na Catholic. If Nnamdi Kanu say, make Igbo people no go church wey other people from other places dey pastor because they dey pack their money go. No be true talk, na lie talk. We should be sincere with ourselves now. The time wey dem say dem pass death sentence on all of us, dem exempt you. So, Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, na make, na dem pass death sentence. You be fool. You be fool. You be a fool of the highest order. Abantu na you be. You see, and it's so irritating when you see this thing. So irritating when they do it. And you think that you are not a traitor to the cause of the Igbo people. Nnamdi Kanu be a problem. Nnamdi Kanu people bow for you. Nnamdi Kanu call you to bow for them. Hey, bow for them. They don't bow for me. They don't bow for Sudan. They don't bow for Buhari. They really drink water. They drink water. They got our water for Buhari. You're not condemned Buhari. Who is Buhari? Who is it? Not a shame. You sell your people. How can you compare Nnamdi Kanu with Buhari, that king Buhari? How can you? Where? How can they bring two of them down? Make Nnamdi Kanu speak Igbo. Make Buhari speak Hausa. Then they two of them that one equal. Igbo, listen, I am not speak the language English. Where colonize us, so give power to Buhari. Now that time they say Buhari is not an English man, but he won't read German. Now outside you can't read. They don't put people for an president. Fool. You don't get sense. Now Nnamdi Kanu might be a problem. Now Nnamdi Kanu might be a problem. They told me straight. Every traitor will be paid in a million fold for extraction against his own people. Every traitor. Nnamdi Kanu should not be a problem. Nnamdi Kanu is in the struggle. He's in the struggle for liberation of his people. So first of all, for liberation of himself and liberation of his people. And people have chosen to follow him. If you are not following him, just keep quiet and go and do your own. Let it not be an issue for you. It does seem you are not an issue for him. But you go in Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Who knows that Nnamdi Kanu will come? Nobody knows. I didn't know, you didn't know. But the Buhari, they created Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, whether they bow for him or they don't bow for him, it's none of your business. Because if you are talking, if you have sense, if you talk about Nnamdi Kanu, you go talk when they bow down for one man called Onu, when they bow down for one man called Suta, when they bow down for that thing they call Buhari. That is brought from Onu. You don't talk all those Nnamdi Kanu will not be a problem. Nnamdi Kanu is on a cause that will bring salvation, independence, freedom, and dignity back to our people. If you don't agree with him, just keep quiet. Because very soon he will come. We are marking all of you. We are marking all of you. All of you who think that by trading with us, by being Efulefu, you are going to gain. Whether you are Ipob, you are Hausa, whatever you call yourself, be talking. Nnamdi Kanu should not be a problem. Nnamdi Kanu has shown the way. He's a human being, and what he has done, there is no living Igbo man, dead or alive, that has done as much as what Nnamdi Kanu has done in these 2 years. And those of us who appreciate it will continue to appreciate it. Not because he will give us anything on that. He has nothing to give to us. But we know that what he is doing, the benefit of it, will not only be for us, but it will be for all of us. And we'll benefit immensely, including you, your children, with all the sabotage, all the tongues you are putting on the way. Nnamdi Kanu is a man to be respected. A very dark cloud trying to envelop us, and that cloud is a re-arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. After the return of the team that they said is Muhammad Buhari, which I doubt very much, the cabal around him had decided that to feed that team they brought from London, they needed our blood, the blood of Biafrans, the blood of you and I. So how can our blood flow? The only way our blood can flow unstoppably is the re-arrest or the attempt to re-arrest Nnamdi Kanu. The people who issued death sentence on us, that after October 1st, if any of us are found on their land, will be killed. We should be killed. They use different mediums, the radio, the television, the internet, and through music, that after October 1st, any one of us left on their soil should be killed. The Minister of Internal Affairs said, attempting to arrest them, will cause crisis and further eat up the already heated political climate, will unsettle the political climate. But Nnamdi Kanu, who unarguably is the greatest crowd puller in this part of the world, there's nobody that can rival him. That thing they brought from London, when they brought him, they have to go and pay people, hire people, pay them to 2,000. Niger state government, Nasarawa state government, Plateau state government, Benue state government, Abuja, they paid money to people. The people refused to come out. But Nnamdi Kanu, photo no dey lie. We have no money to hire crowds. Nnamdi Kanu, who everywhere pulls thousands and thousands and thousands of people, is free to arrest. And when they come to arrest Nnamdi Kanu, if we come out to resist them, then good radiance to bad rubbish will be killed. Any attempt to arrest Nnamdi Kanu will be disastrous. The consequences of which
I'm unfortunate that e-watcher FM is not working, and that is the reason why all this nonsense is happening. I hold those who are in charge of our relay station in e-watcher responsible that in this very critical period, but you will hear about it, because I've been told in no uncertain times what the zoo animal invites the army once they get into our land in a part of Lagos. The Lagos state governor never asked the army to come and kill Yoruba people. But in our land, anytime Fulani people rape our mothers or abduct our daughters, and we react proportionately, the governor of that very state always invariably invites the army to come and kill us. That tells you all you need to know about the priorities of these people and those who they are actually serving. Therefore, we must be very careful with them. They hate us and they despise us because they want to make the Fulani oligarchy become Lord and masters over the children of light, and that is not going to happen. It will never ever happen. I thought before that they were going to become sensible or reasonable as a result of what transpired. They pleaded and begged for us to clean up our land and return to normalcy, so they can look into the yearnings and aspirations, or should I say the demands of the young people. I did exactly that. We cleaned up. The protest became more peaceful. What Umahi and the rest of the Igbo governors did was to invite the army once they get into our land. So anything you hear or see from now going forward, do not blame me, do not blame IPOB or anybody else for that matter. Igbo governors are murderers all the way from Wike to Umahi, and they're going to pay very dearly for it. We are live and we are direct this morning, and it is very, very sad that anytime I tell people something, zoo animals in Nigeria especially, they don't listen. But eventually, as I told you, anything I tell you here comes to pass. I told you that the problem of Nigeria is Britain through Fulani Janjaweed. The problem you have in Nigeria is Britain coupled with the stupidity of a black man. A very potent and deadly combination. Because here I will always speak the truth. Some people may not like it, but tough, I will tell you the truth. Do you know the reason why Britain hasn't spoken about SARS? Why you write letter after letter to the Foreign and Commonwealth Office? You make representations to your MPs. You write to whoever is serving as the British High Commissioner, and nothing comes out of it, or nothing comes of it, because Britain wants you dead. Britain are the people running the zoological republic through the Fulani as a proxy. They are the backseat drivers. They are the ones making sure that you die at the hands of these animals every blessed year. Britain is the country that supplies arms and ammunition to Nigerian army, not to fight Boko Haram, but to kill innocent people. I am British. I hold a British passport. I will defend the British interest because I am an Anglophile, but I will not defend British murder and cover-up. Britain are the people killing you through SARS run by the Fulani people. They are in this game together. Anything I tell you is the truth. I will not knowingly lie to the children of God. It's not possible. If I lie to you, I will strike me dead. I won't do it. Anything I tell you is the truth. I hold a British passport, as you all know. I will not do anything either to jeopardize British interest. That is why in a new Biafra, Britain will make more money from Biafra than they are now doing from the zoo called Nigeria, but they will do it legitimately. British companies will come to invest in Biafra land. It is called inward investment. All those British companies that they drove away, like Lever Brothers, which they named Unilever, and all the rest of them, they will all come back. Even the Greek company that a lot of British people own majority share in, which is PZ Industries, Patters and Choconis, they will all come back to where they used to be, in Biafra land. They will make money, but they will do so legitimately and legally. United Kingdom, Britain facilitated training and supplied equipment to SARS. What it means is that since it was Britain that trained SARS, it was Britain that asked SARS to take people's phones, to kill people and harvest their organs, to be very brutal, to be very evil and very wicked. It is here. Every newspaper in the zoo carried it. UK trained SARS and gave them the guns with which they are now killing people with. Britain is not satisfied that they came and took us as slaves, as farm animals for free. Britain is not satisfied that when we gave birth to children in the West Indies, in the Caribbean, and also in the USA, they sold our children to make profits. They were not satisfied. When slavery was abolished, Britain came and colonized. They were not satisfied. They took our palm oil, took our cocoa, took our cola nut, took everything from us without paying for it. We did not complain. They were not satisfied. After colonialism, they gave the view, green, white, green flag, and was running the country basically from the shadows, making money from us. Nobody complained. Britain did all of these things and nobody complained. Now, Britain of all people is an accomplice in the slaughter and murder of innocent young people in the South by virtue of the fact that they trained and equipped SARS. Despite years of complaints, despite years of campaign, despite years of Britain knowing what SARS was doing, Britain kept giving them money, which means that is what Britain wants to do. Britain wants to kill as many young people from southern Nigeria as possible. That's what they want to do. And that's what they have been doing. That is the reason why they couldn't condemn what happened. That was why British High Commissioner went to Bola Ahmed Tinubu to kill the protesters and to break those protesting at Lekki Tollgate. But because some of you are black, idiotic and African, you will not reason through what I'm telling you. That is why the British government have not come out to offer any robust condemnation of what happened or what is still happening in Nigeria. Britain took us as slaves and sold us and made money. Barclays, you see Barclays Bank? Do you know how much money they made? You see Barclays Bank? Do you know how much money they made from slavery? You have no idea. Britain was at the forefront of selling indigenous populations of West Africa. They emptied it. They were not satisfied. They came back, they colonized, they pillaged, they stole. They were not satisfied. They came back and basically gave power to idiotic Fulani Janjaweed to rule Nigeria on their behalf. Yet they are not happy because it's Britain who is in charge. The same Britain is now training and supplying equipment to murderers. So Britain is an accomplice to murder. And whenever any international panel will be set up, or some sort of a board or commission of inquiry, the role of the British Foreign and Commonwealth Office must be investigated in the training, financing, and equipping this very deadly, murderous police unit. How did we come to know this? Because a very brave British MP, because you know, in England you can do whatever you like, in the UK they cannot lie. Once you're a minister and you receive a letter asking you simple questions, you must answer, and answer honestly, and that was what happened in this case. Listen carefully, please. The British government has said it trained and equipped operatives of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, from 2016 to 2020. So all these years that people have been cataloging and complaining about SARS, all the previous campaigns that people have held about SARS, Britain knew about it. They did not stop. Britain knew that SARS was killing people, massacring people, harvesting their organs, selling it to Indians. Britain knew. British government knew. They kept sponsoring SARS. They kept on funding SARS. That is why I say that black people are their own worst enemy. It's not even the white man. Black people are their own worst enemies. Britain, talking about human rights, about the need of human, anyway, it's just theory, just talk. I don't know why they have the need to always want to rule and lord it over other people. I don't know what is wrong with Britain, especially the foreign community. They always want to lord it over other people. They want to rule stupid African people by all means. And they are not only satisfied with that, they also want to kill everybody in the process to help the Fulani Janjaweed. Britain has never come out in strong and offered any strong condemnation of the brutality and atrocities of the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, especially SARS. Never. They will never condemn them. Never. Is it a surprise to you that as soon as Katrina Line went to see Tinubu, the army opened fire on the protesters? Because Britain was trying to cover up their role. They wanted the protest to end immediately. So the international community will not take interest in what is happening or in the outcome of any investigation. Because if you investigate SARS, you will see that if SARS was funded by the British government, not 20 years ago, not 30 years ago, they kept funding SARS until 2020. Until 2020. Not only funding them, it was Britain that trained them. You know, when you go for training, you listen to your instructor. You do what your instructor asks you to do. So it was Britain that asked them to go and be killing innocent people, because they were trained by them. Are you following? Are you listening to what we're saying? Oh dear. I want to thank Kate Osamo, who is the MP representing Edmonton. The UK Minister for Africa is James Goodrich, a white man. He responded to the letter that Kate Osamo had written to him, asking for clarifications on the role that Britain played in funding and equipping SARS, the murderous police unit. Anywhere else in the world, this will make front page news everywhere. But because it's in Black Africa, they will not cover it. They will not cover it. Very, very sad indeed. So all the ill treatment, torture, extrajudicial killings, including the bodies in the Zoo River, all are courtesy of the British government, those that colonized you, those that sold you as slaves, colonized you, and now imposed their neo-colonialism through Fulani idiocy, illiteracy, stupidity, and Janjaweedism. That same Britain is now responsible for funding the death of young people in the South, including those killed at the Zoo River. It's Britain that we should be holding responsible. And of course, the Fulani Janjaweed. Britain should be held responsible for it because they offered the training, the finance, and the support as well for SARS. I don't know if some of the harvested organs were sent to Britain. Maybe we need to investigate. I'm not sure. Maybe Britain was financing SARS in order to have a stake or share in the organs that were being harvested from young people in the South. That is the world for you. This level of hypocrisy is condemnable. Condemnable, I tell you. That is Britain for you in Africa. They always want to rule. They must rule somebody. They must be in charge of somebody. You must call them Lord and Sir. Somebody came, his name is Frederick Lugard, a white man, Bethuel, came to Africa and all of you are calling him Lord. Lord Lugard, Lord Lugard. When somebody calls me, when somebody says, my Lord, the kind of people want to hang themselves because black people are stupid and very useless. Stupid and useless. That's Britain for you. Britain wants you dead. They don't want Biafra to come. Britain was sent by Lucifer to make sure that Biafra will never come, because once Biafra comes, Africa can now be able to see. That is their job and they're doing it very well. They have accomplices everywhere. In Fulani Janjaweedism, in Ohanese, and some ethnic jingoists in Yoruba land. They want the continuation of the reign of the white man over the affairs of black people in Africa. And we are going to resist it. Intelligently so. We are resisting it already. And that is why, no matter what they do, Biafra must come. That is why Igbo governors are going to pay very, very dearly for what they have done. Any day that Wike steps outside the zoo into any country, the world will hear his story. You watch and see what's going to happen. They must know what they must know what happened to Jubril when he went to Japan last year. You know what happened to Jubril last year in Japan? The way he was running and he did not attend the conference. Have you heard of that in Japan? Because we were there on the ground. The Japanese people knew that this work was fake, not the real Buhari. You are the people shouldn't say much live, and I'm not going to say much. But you hear the story. Your Fulani people are hailing you. All of you forgot that Igbo businesses were damaged in Kano as a result of this NSAS protest. Nobody covered it or wanted to talk about it. You hypocritical black monkeys in Africa. Black baboons in Africa. No wonder Britain called you nigger. Nigeria. Very sad indeed. I have never seen, and I do not hope to meet, a more useless, idiotic set of human beings like they have in black Africa. People who cannot make use of their brain. People who are, I don't know, paralyzed with fear. You see a white man and you become very, very submissive. As if you're cursed. As if you're possessed. That white man is not happy. That white man is still killing you. Because he knows no matter what he does to you, you're a nigger, you're black, you're useless, you're foolish. You can't even recall. We were in America and we gave away free labor for 250 years. Nobody paid anyone for it. On top of that, if you give birth to your child, they sell your child. Today, blacks are still suffering in America. Because those that went before us were not bold enough to speak the truth and stand on the truth. Here we speak the truth and we stand on it. SARS, end SARS, end SARS, end SARS. People should also be campaigning about an end to British neo-colonialism. Blacks are indeed very, very stupid. This Britain has been killing you. Britain they are the people killing you through SARS. And that blood-sucking demon that will land. Blood-sucking demon. A very wicked, one of the most wicked people I've ever seen. A very, very wicked and evil woman. You people are funding SARS. SARS are killing people. You read about it. You hear the complaints. You are still funding them. Because you want Fulani to maintain control over everybody with terrorism and with fear. Look at how people what they are doing in Obigo. Did any Yoruba paper report it? Did any Yoruba newspaper report it? The answer is no. Because it didn't happen in Yoruba land. It happened in Igbo land. Why must they report it? Some of you do not know what is happening because you're blind. You are black and you're blind and you are stupid. Stupid upon stupidity upon stupidity. This UG, black people, British, or should I say, the British government are the ones killing you through Fulani. That is the reason why there was no end SARS protest in Sokoto. Don't you understand? Fulani are the ones killing you. They are the ones with the contract to kill, to eliminate, to diminish your numbers. And you idiots in the south cannot see it. You be very well. Stupid fools. Your eyes are closed. You cannot see it. Mad people everywhere. Britain, you see, is part of the alliance. Oh, I don't want. Oh my God. Oh my God, I hate Igbo governors, but you see Wike. Oh my God in heaven. Anyway, we hear the story very soon. I don't want to say much on air. I will now endeavor to open our lines and take your calls. If I accept you, please try and call. I don't know when black people will learn. Black people from Africa, I don't know when you people are going to learn. If at all you will learn, I don't know what is wrong with you people. What is wrong with you people? That you cannot reason. What is wrong with you people? That you cannot reason. This OG black. What is wrong with you people? May Elohim have mercy upon your stupid, wretched souls, black people. A white man is there laughing with you, smiling with you, Britain, laughing and smiling, laughing at a woman for that matter. Meanwhile, they received all the reports of SARS brutality. Yet Britain kept funding SARS. They know the Nigerian army is not going to fight terrorism. They are coming to kill innocent people. They will keep giving them weapons. They keep giving them weapons. The caller on the line, please, your name and where you are, and you ask your question, please. Today is question and answer. Go ahead.
My name is Simon Lyon. We're coming from Almeria, Spain.
From Almeria in Spain, please go ahead.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Only see, I want to ask a question because there was an order he gave in 2014. Because this thing that is going on now, we don't know where it's leading to. There's an order he gave in 2014 in case if anything happens to you, what you should do to the Zoo government and those that plotted it. I want to ask, as now you are outside or we don't even know where we are, in case anything happens to you, because what are we going to do? I want you to touch in that all the anymore in case of, because we don't know what our enemy is planning. Because if they see a way to eliminate you, that will be the first thing, and the Fulanis and their agents will pay any amount to exterminate your life. So I want to know if the order still stands. Thank you.
The order, of course, the order still stands. It doesn't change. The order is there. It doesn't change. It doesn't change at all, at all, at all. Should anything happen to me, the end SARS protest will be a child's play. And understand this. And they'll be chased around all over the world. One idiot is asking, you said you take the war to the north. It's coming. It is coming, I said. No, go. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you.
Yes. Your name and where you are and your question, please.
Yeah, my name is Nemeka Batinji.
Where are you calling from?
So, I'm calling in the respect of...
where are you calling from?
From Indonesia.
Please go ahead.
So the interview they granted you yesterday, there was a question you asked the man. What you asked him a question, and he diverted the question. You asked him, what have you achieved as in Nigeria since 1960 till now? Then, and he asked him, what are the values of Nigeria? And he diverted the thing. I felt so bad. He diverted it and saying that Nigerians are intelligent. That is this the answer to the question they asked you? Saying the Nigeria is intelligent. Human beings are meant to be intelligent if you ought to have one. But he didn't answer the question that I called to. People sometimes they know the question but they don't want to answer it.
They can't answer the question because they don't want to look bad. They don't want the Nigerian government to see them as bad people. But Chief Dedemomodu did very well yesterday. He asked, because the thing is that what makes an interview interesting is the quality of the questions. I think he asked good quality questions. It was an interview, and I asked him, and he said we can exchange views and ideas, which means an interview between 2 or 3 or 4 people. You ask me, I ask you, I answer, you answer. When I asked him a question to tell me what Nigeria can be proud of after 60 years, he said intelligent people. That's what I'm asking about. I'm talking about Nigeria as a state. In terms of the impact Nigeria has made on the lives of its people, and he said Nigerians are intelligent. That's not the answer to the question, with all due respect. The thing is that he didn't want to say, didn't want to say that Nigeria is a failure. He didn't want that to come from his mouth. It's for those who are watching and listening to be able to deduce from his answer what he had actually intended to convey.
And one thing only do. You see these medias in Zoological Republic, they are all corrupt. Like that governor saying that all the whole Fulani in the whole Africa should be coming to, the West, the South. We don't know what is coming to us.
They are cowards. Listen, my dear, the journalists are cowards. They are cowards in the South. If anybody were to say that thing now, to say, oh, I want to use Ibocha to bring all the Igbos to come to live in Ibocha, hey, that same day, the army will invade my house. Somebody came up and said, there is no border in the north. The man said, we are working to bring Fulani from the Sahel, all of them to come to settle in Nigeria. They can be in Niger Delta, they can be anywhere. They have cattle, they live in the bush, and everybody just looking like an idiot. I think they are doing something. They sleep with their cattle, and then they kill the cattle they give us to eat. And that is what has, so it's like they are sleeping with us spiritually. I'm telling you, they have messed people up in that zoo.
They have messed people up. And the media did not ask him a question. Look at China now. Because China is Malay, is in Singapore, then they have to allow the whole China people to come to Singapore or in Malay. Live there as a citizen. They don't even think of those things.
The zoo media is one of the worst. They are doing well. I was praising them and saying, oh, they are doing well in the coverage of the SARS thing. As soon as that is Fulani with the intimidation and terrorism. Fulani, what they did is to say, NBC, find them. Once NBC issued 5 million or 5 billion naira fine to channels, to AIT, and to Arise Television, all the newspapers they changed the next day. You heard that idiot called himself Desmond, the idiot, somebody called me, that fool, that inconsequent. You see why I don't watch Hollywood movies? They are stupid. They are foolish. Oh my God in heaven, those people, they are, oh my God. Look at what the idiot was saying. A young person saying they should shut down the internet. If you have a movie of Desmond Elliott in your house as a CD or as a disc or anywhere else and you're watching it, anyway, you go black. What do you know? This UG, useless set of idiots. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Thank you from Aba.
What is happening in Aba today?
It's not really much. It's not really much. But I have a question. Today is a question and answer.
Please go ahead and ask your question. People said that somebody said that our IPOB community radio is repeating. Is that correct? Please go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead.
Although I was listening to the FM before calling in.
FM, listen to FM. I want to know if the app is repeating, please. Is the app repeating?
I will try that before to confirm that. So my question is this: what's a vendor? Had been asking me one question to ask you. He said that why is it that the drum signal that came before the national anthem of Biafra is not being played?
What?
The drum signal.
Is that the person's problem? Listen, the national anthem that I play is a tribute to Professor Innocent Udenibu. That is the version that I play. A tribute to Professor Innocent Udenibu. That is what I need you to understand. Please, EKTV South Africa, fix this very app. What the hell is going on? Fix it. Why is the app repeating?
Okay, sir.
Fix it immediately.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that. That is the reason why. That is the reason why, please. It is a tribute to. They said the radio is working very well. Please, some of you should refresh your phones. Refresh your phone and stop writing rubbish to me. Refresh it. Refresh your phone. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Sir, good morning from here, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
From Lagos.
Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. People governors that area just wanted to contribute. That each time they sit at that Enugu to have their meeting, the outcome is always how to subjugate
how to kill, how to murder people. That is what they always do. And some people should be defending them. Some bastards should be defending them. Huh?
That is what they always do. You see them now with all of them, all the failures, all the failed people over the age gathered one place, talking jargon every day and night. My contribution to Secretary is we should devise a modality on how to deal with these people, because it's been a long age suffering. These people have been dealing with us, and every time they go scot-free because nobody have been touching them. Because this time around, it's either they listen, because how many are they that they have to sit down and decide our future from time to time and nothing happens? Look at what we can do. Look at what Fulumari is doing. All of them conspiring with the enemy, killing our people. I think enough of that nonsense. And secondly, sir, I think our in-house security need to be talked to. I know most time when all these things happen, so that we can also have a way of getting back to these people. And not every time we come to, it's good for us to shout, but while they're killing us, we should also be doing something on the ground, so that they too, they will be feeling it. That is my just little contribution here for sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And I said to people, once in a revolution, you don't go home to sleep. You don't go home to sleep once you are in a revolution, because the enemies, once you stop fighting, the enemies will come after you. I warned them, do not go home. And people went home. And that is a very massive problem. That is a very massive problem. When you are in a revolution, please, I beg of you, do not go home. Do not, all the able-bodied men and women, you don't sleep in the house. All the able-bodied men and women, you don't sleep in the house, because it is a revolution. I have restarted the system, and I believe that the app should be okay right now. The app should be okay, please. I have refreshed and restarted the system. The app should be okay. The app should be okay. By now, they said community radio does not refresh anymore. I don't know what it means by refresh. Is it working now? Is it working now? I need to know. Is it working? That is a problem with our system here. I can see I don't know what it is, but there is a problem. I can see it is not going out. It is not going out. I don't know what the problem could be. We are doing all we can to rectify it. It says here connecting, and I want to see if it will, because I want those also in Biafra land, in Lagos, in Kano, in Abuja, who are listening via FM to follow what we are doing this morning. They said there is an error on the encoder. There is an error on the encoder, and they are trying to fix it. I don't understand what this is. They said they're trying to fix it, and as soon as they do, then we shall reconnect. We shall reconnect. Please, whoever is doing what they are doing, please get away from the system so that I can try and remedy it from here. Because there is, I can see there are attempts to try to fix it from the back panel. It is showing here. Please stop so I can try and fix it from this very angle. Because right now our FM is not talking, and I don't know why that is the case. Each time I come on air, that is when these things happen. Each time I'm live on air, that is when it happens. It doesn't happen any other time, only when I am live on air. Only when I am live on air, that is when these things happen. That is when it happens. Very, very sad indeed. But we are live on Facebook, please. People can come on Facebook to listen. For now, until this very problem is rectified. Until it is rectified, because I'm restarting the entire system for those who are listening via FM in Biafra land. I'm restarting the entire system to see if we can fix it. This problem always occurs each time I am live on air. I am going to accept some requests, please. If I accept you, then you call. Once I accept your request, you can then call, please. If I accept you, you call. At least Facebook is behaving itself. They are behaving themselves, please. All our apps are down right now because we are trying to fix the system. We are restarting the system. We are resilient anyway. We have done this many, many times over, and we remain very strong. We are going to try once again to see if I accept your request on Signal, then you call. Once I accept your request, then you call. If you have called before, please do not call again. If you have called in the past 7 days, do not call again, please. Do not call again, I beg of you. Do not call. Let us try and connect our systems now to see what is going to happen, to see if it will allow us. Yes, I believe very, very strongly that we are back on again. I believe that we are back on again. That is my belief. We are back on again. If you can hear me, I believe that people can now hear me once again. We are back on FM and all our apps. If you have called before, do not call again. If you have called before, do not call again. The number to call this very morning is, I'll give it to you after this. The caller on Signal, can you hear me?
Yes, Mark, can hear you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Emenike Chukwuemeka. I'm calling from Gabon.
Please go ahead.
Okay, Madam, I want to thank you for the good work you are doing.
Thank you. Go ahead.
And I'm so muchly grateful for the announcement you made this morning. I've been trying to call you all this while, but I couldn't be able to connect. So I thank you for your good work, and what I want to say is this. All the things we are doing, especially back home, don't have to be making it live on air, especially the issue that you say about weekend. So we have to have some secrets to deal with this people.
Thank you very much, and I have heard. Thank you very, very much. I have taken that very advice on board. The thing is that the governors, they think they're very smart. They think they're intelligent. That's the funny thing about them. people were demonstrating, and in the midst of a revolution, things were happening. The police were nowhere to be found. The streets were deserted. Everywhere was empty. The governors were begging, please, can you stop? And let us do a cleanup and give us some time to meet the demands of young people. They sent people, they were calling me, people that I have respect and regard for. They were calling, and I said, okay, let us go and do cleanup. As soon as we announced it, Dave Roma he arranged with Asarok to bring in soldiers using Open State money. All the governors here, and those are them, give us, and the administrator in Imo State, give us troops, please give us troops. And they said to me, we have army and police in Igwater. We also have a sizable terrorist community in Igwater. They will no longer rape your women and your daughters. Meanwhile, use them to go to people to kill people. And that's what they're doing. I'm saying all of these things so that any day our own madness starts. All these affiliates, these idiots that always write their junk. You'll be able to put things into its proper perspective, because it's bound to happen, and you hear about it very, very soon. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yes, this is Samuel Lam, the caller from Ira.
What is happening where you are? Is the killing still going on?
Well, for now, we've not recorded any killing, but the only thing there is that at Red Junction, the soldiers are still very much there, and during the day, they always shoot everywhere, and the problem with them is that some of them, all of them are not trained. Some people can get hit by a live bullet, like the problem we are facing here now. And when they are passing through that area junction, they are always telling someone to lift up their hands, maybe in surrendering to them or something like that. So I don't know what can be done about that, or what our people can do about that. They are always there. They are always there. They are really disturbed. That is just the truth about this place.
And thank you for that. At Area Junction they are. Okay, there's no problem. I want to remind zoo politicians, especially those of them in the East. You see all those young people that will come out again, and this time around there will be no mercy. They will not listen to any advice. All your errats can write whatever junk they like. Then it will be an eye for an eye. Nobody was killed in the north when they went to collect what belongs to them from the warehouses, but all of you in the south was busy killing and maiming people that went to collect what actually belongs to them. You pay very dearly for it. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller, you can only call on signal. Some of you calling on WhatsApp, you're wasting your time. Only signal. Only signal. Please go ahead. Yes, please. Your name and where you are.
Hello?
They said the army is everywhere in Obibo, killing people. We know. We are aware of what is happening in Obibo. We are aware. The world can pretend they do not know. And when the revenge will come, when the vengeance will come, I hope and pray they pretend they don't know what is going on. There is no Yoruba newspaper editor now that will see what is happening in Obibo and report it. Any day now we rise up and revenge. You will be everywhere. It will be on channels. That's why I hate Nigeria with a passion. A country full of evil, lying, deceitful hypocrites everywhere. Honesty is in very short supply. If you have called us before, please do not. Once I accept, you can call. Not call. Once I accept you, let me go quiet. If I accept you, please you call. Once I accept you, you call. And if you call, you ask a very simple question. The caller on the line, what is your question? Go ahead. Oh my goodness, this person do not call again. IPOB, Morocco, please, I beg of you, do not call again. I got upset with you. I'm not here to waste my time. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my leader.
Yes, go ahead, please, and go away from where you are. I can hear your voice, which means the world can hear your voice. You don't need to be listening. You don't have a third ear. You only have 2 ears. As Judge Video will say, for a reason. Only speak to me via the phone, I beg of you. What is your name and where are you calling from? Your name and where you are calling from.
Hello.
That's what I'm saying. Once you keep listening to radio, you cannot pay attention. You want your voice to come out of the radio, it's not going to happen. I don't know why people cannot learn. Something so simple, they don't learn. Once I pick your call, you speak to me via the phone. Stop expecting to hear your voice via your listening device before you speak. You're wasting our time. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, Maze Nnamdi.
Good morning to you, please. And where are you calling from?
My name is Anselm Yebuchi Udowele. I'm calling from South Africa, from Amambara in Biafra land, Abatete to be precise.
Abatete, thank you very much. Please go ahead from South Africa. The world is listening.
It's my very first time getting you on air, and I am very, very pleased. I'm very grateful to Elohim because this day is a very great day for me. Let me just go straight to the point. I just want to encourage our people that whatever positive you started in life, do not go back. I don't have much to say because St. Paul used to say to the apostle, when they brought him out, he used to tell them, peace be unto you. He's too old, so they expect him to say much, but he only tell them one word, peace be unto you. I want our people to be united in this particular time. This is not time to nag on each other. Let us be united to fight one common enemy, and the peace remains. Once you start anything to change and bring good thing in your life, do not go back, no matter the consequences, no matter what is coming. Do not go back. That is my word for our people. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and you have spoken very, very well. You have spoken very, very well, and we are not going back. I want to ask some of you, when it comes to gossip, from that pig or from whoever, you see BBC. Now they are killing people since 3 days now in Obibo. Where is BBC Igbo? You can't see them. They are working for SARS. They are part of the whole SARS alliance. Now it's very clear, isn't it? No people and report it. Any day now we rise up and revenge.
All of them, including that one that has chief. Do you say you need a weapon? Are you going to war?
Abroad to Nigeria, they will force people out to say there's no problem.
Yes, go ahead, please, and go away from where you are. I can hear your voice, which means the world can hear your voice. You don't need to be listening. You don't have a third ear. You only have 2 ears. As Judge Video will say, for a reason. Only speak to me via the phone, I beg of you. What is your name and where are you calling from? Your name and where you are calling from.
Hello.
That's what I'm saying. Once you keep listening to radio, you cannot pay attention. You want your voice to come out of the radio, it's not going to happen. I don't know why people cannot learn. Something so simple, they don't learn. Once I pick your call, you speak to me via the phone. Stop expecting to hear your voice via your listening device before you speak. You're wasting our time. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, Mazi, and I'm the Ghana.
Good morning to you, please. And where are you calling from?
My name is Anselm Yebuchi Udowole. I'm calling from South Africa, from Amambara in Biafra land, Abatete to be precise.
Abatete, thank you very much. Please go ahead from South Africa. The world is listening.
It's my very first time getting you on air, and I am very, very pleased. I'm very grateful to Elohim because this day is a very great day for me. Let me just go straight to the point. I just want to encourage our people that whatever positive you started in life, do not go back. I don't have much to say because St. Paul used to say to the apostle, when they brought him out, he used to tell them, peace be unto you. He's too old, so they expect him to say much, but he only tell them one word, peace be unto you. I want our people to be united in this particular time. This is not time to knock on each other. Let us be united to fight one common enemy, and the peace remains. Once you start anything to change and bring good thing in your life, do not go back, no matter the consequences, no matter what is coming. Do not go back. That is my word for our people. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and you have spoken very, very well. You have spoken very, very well, and we are not going back. I want to ask some of you, when it comes to gossip, from that pig or from whoever, you see BBC. Now they are killing people since 3 days now in Obibo. Where is BBC Igbo? You can't see them. They are working for SARS. They are part of the whole SARS alliance. Now it's very clear, isn't it? Britain wants all of you dead. Oh dear me. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, Onyendo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Give us your first name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
My name is Sonenka. I'm calling from Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
From Cambodia. Please go ahead, we're listening.
Yes. Yeah. There's something I want to suggest, so I want to bring.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was talking with my friend, a white man from California. He gave me some suggestion. He said, you know what, they know all we're passing through. Yes. He said, we are the problem of ourselves.
Of course we are.
I asked him how. He said sometimes foreigners can send the diplomatic from the world. They want people man to defend there's no problem, anything is okay. So if you can able to wipe away our leaders, we can get what we want within a short time.
It's a very good advice. It's a very good advice.
Yeah, I think that it take me from my brain. The senators, House Assembly, governors is the problem we have. The world knows that we are passing a lot of things. But when they saw the diplomatic from abroad to Nigeria, they will force people to say there's no problem, everything is okay, there's no problem. So if we can able to wipe all our senators, House Assembly, all of them, wipe them out, so that the world will know that we are serious with what we are doing. We are saying that we need this in every 4 years. We vote them to Nigeria's Senate and everything. After some time, we are sitting fighting for Biafra. Say you look childish. Say if we can able to wipe these people and stop the election from our side, the world will know that these people are serious about what they are doing.
We don't want to go too far, but they will see what will happen very soon. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much. The greatest trouble, even during the war, the saboteurs we had, they did a very wonderful job in making sure that Biafra will not come, including Dr. Zik of Africa. That was why his statue was set on fire and burnt, for the idiots who do not know. He was against our freedom. That's the reason why his statue was set on fire. They know what they're doing, but they're going to pay very, very dearly for it. I have a caller on the line. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please. No, cannot hear me. The line was playing up. We are not taking calls on WhatsApp. but they won't hear. This UG black. We are not taking calls on WhatsApp. If you are calling us on WhatsApp, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. If you have called before, do not call again, please. And somebody wants to tell me something in private, then when I finish, you can call. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Thank you, sir. My name is Brian Daniel. I'm calling you from New York.
From New York, please go ahead. What time is it in New York now?
It is 3:06 or so.
3:06 a.m. in the morning.
Thank you, sir. That's the right.
Wow. And you are awake? Don't you have a job to go to tomorrow? Or in the morning?
I have a work. It has been so difficult being awake to get you on Fridays. Last week Friday I was on to waiting, but I was not fortunate enough to speak with you. Thank you, Amadike. How are you?
Very well, thank you, my dear brother.
Good. Thank you, sir. So, I just want to take you back to 2015 when you were with World War Congress.
Yes.
I could remember one lady asking you, what did you say you are going to do? Is it war? So, what I want to say at this point is this. That woman collected $1,200 from Trump. All those allies who were in that meeting you had in World War Congress, Trump gave them $1,200 for palliative. But look at the palliative for our people.
This is $1,000.
$1,200 every of them.
Oh yeah, it's true. Trump gave everybody in America $1,200. Is that correct? All of you in America. They couldn't even bring it to put into Biafra. Oh, this regime.
People that sat in that meeting, those people you had that meeting with in 2015, all of them, including that woman that asked you, do you say you need a weapon? Are you going to war? You remember that woman?
Yes.
In the mid, beautiful. She collected $1,200 too. So why I brought this issue is this. These are our governors who hoard this food. Sir, do you know how many people that they killed because they come outside during the lockdown?
These politicians are evil. These people are wicked. They are wicked.
You know how they damaged their cars and their ticket because they came outside. They forced them to lock them in and they refused to give them this food. It is a very wicked experience. Do you know why I brought this issue? In some states, they are doing local government elections. Our people, are we still going to vote?
So they will. Black people, they will vote. Black.
I have been following you and I found out that you're always right. And do you know one more thing? Do you know one more thing that will surprise you? I want to know how these people will stand in presence of the youth to go and campaign in 2023, if ever they will see in 2023. I wonder what they will. I wonder what Sanwo-Olu will stand and tell the youth of Nigeria.
Now you give them bread and pick milk. You give them one packet of Indomie, and they will come out and vote for him. Just Indomie, and they'll come out and vote.
It is a very painful thing. When you told us not to vote, we thought you were joking, and now it has come. When you told us, give us money, let us buy a weapon, that they will come and kill you, we thought you were joking. All these things are happening in our own eyes. Therefore, I do not have any question to tell you. Only question I have, only thing I want to say is our youth. Forget about these politicians. You will not stop following them by the back. Nothing good will come out of them. Because remember how many of you that they killed during the lockdown. They forced you to go and stay inside. Do not come out. The same police that live in the same street with you, the same police that live in one big room, killed us. Killed a lot of people during the lockdown. The husband, the one woman, later they killed the husband that went to buy drugs for the children. They killed him on the way.
and all this food.
That's what Britain wants. Britain wants black people are dying. I think he gives joy to some white people in Whitehall at the Referendum. They love it. Once they hear that, oh, another person has been killed, they drink and they have fun. They laugh.
One thing I want my leader is all the experiences say that the Fulani is doing, and all the things we see them act is we experience. It's a Fulani that gave them those ideas. Even the idea of bringing the military that you see now, if you see the massacre in Obi, it is a horrible massacre. All those things are the idea of a Fulani, Igbo Fulani. Anything you see Fulani doing today is idea of Igbo Fulani.
So you're telling me that we got up one morning and said, go and kill people, and the army came and they said, and nobody is talking now.
Not only
none of the Fulani are speaking. No Yoruba paper is carrying it. Nobody, all of them, they are there. Everybody is now pretending. BBC, there is nowhere to be found. All of them, they're going to hiding. Any day people get upset and rise up to go and carry out revenge attacks, you will see them, their mouth will start running. Now back up, all of them will start yapping the usual rubbish. Has he spoken about the carnage in Obibo? Being ripped by Wike, has for that pig that is guarding pipeline for Sultan. No, they will not speak. Useless people.
The fish entertaining themselves. Anyone that has a little conscience after entertaining himself, he will video a little clip and send out. He will just video a little clip after the horrible military has treated and killed a lot. Then after the one finish entertaining himself, he will just post one little clip of a tip of the atrocity they committed. The idea of doing going to was a flip Friday. It was a flip Friday.
Don't worry.
And it didn't get to that point. So I'm still talking to our fellow youths that we are doing our best here. We cannot be here and be there. Let them do their part there. Let them stop running to OPC person to go and contest for local government regions. Let them not do it, because at the end of the day, nothing good will come out of it. They will hold the food again, and they sell the food, they will not give it to them. Thank you, my leader.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you very much for that. Well spoken. I like that. Well spoken. Very well spoken. They keep complaining that our lines are fluctuating this very morning. You know, it's the zoo. They send a lot of signal to trying to bombard our IP address and trying to in an effort to bring it down. They have failed before. They will also fail again today. If you have called us before, do not call us again. Once your request comes in, check your phone. Once I accept you, then you can call. That's how it's done. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning to you, my dear brother. Please, your name and where you're calling from and your question.
My name is Kenneth Umunna Okeke. I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany, please go ahead. And what is your question, if you have any?
So Mazi, I have a question, but I don't want to waste time of greeting or something like that. We still have a lot of time to give greetings and thanks to you for all you are doing. So what I just want to ask as a question or to add as a suggestion is that this very killing that is going on in Nigeria as at this moment, and in Biafra land, because we in diaspora here, we are getting to vote because we can't take it anymore. Like as I'm saying, for my own side, if I should speak for myself, if not for Corona issue, I will be going to Nigeria. I have something to do on my own without even asking you a question. So in the issue of eliminating people, we have good boys who are in Europe who are ready to do anything, and we are even thinking on how we can be organizing ourselves here to have something like the people in diaspora who are ready for the fight whenever it comes.
The volunteers, just organize yourselves. Anytime we hear that any of them is in Europe, then we move men there before their aircraft lands. We are there waiting for them.
This is what we are trying to do in our meetings when we hold our meetings, to just do some things underground so nobody knows what we are doing. So, but what I'm trying to say is, this thing have been bugging my mind, because the Western world, these Europeans who are not saying anything for what is happening in that very contraction today. But my major anger is to Britain and Germany and Holland and some of these special countries in Europe. I made a video which I posted in my Facebook that is it not so good when some of our youth, or when people just underground go destroy their tents in Nigeria so they could understand that something is wrong in that country. So they have NNPC, they have Shell in Nigeria, they have Total in Nigeria, they have BP in Nigeria, they have a lot of companies in Nigeria that are running even at this moment as these things are happening in Nigeria. So we can't just sit down and be waiting for them until when the international community come. I think they said if you go pinch a kid, they will start to cry. So we have to do a little things to touch these people. Even Julius Berger, all those companies are supposed to be brought down in Nigeria, so they can at least make some comment into what is happening in our country. I do listen to German news. There was a time in ZDF, I just had a 1 minute news about what is going on in Nigeria. Since this day, I never hear anything.
They brought them over and you hear anything again. That's how they are.
So this is just the problem. Is it not okay? Let me not just use German language. Is it not in order that we go in Nigeria and disrupt some of their activities their country are having in that country? So their country will just wake up and say, yes, something is happening. This is just what I want to say, Mazi. I don't have so much to say. Let me allow other people to call. But I just want you to look into this thing if it is not a good idea.
It will be looked into. It's a very good idea. Thank you very much. It will be looked into. It will be looked into. They are killing us. And I want the videos of the massacre. I will tweet it this morning myself. And we'll continue tweeting it because it's called Ijidraha Ogunofo. All the killings that the Igbo governors are doing right now, we must inform the world. It is very, very important we do so. And then watch and see what is going to happen. I feel sorry for them, honestly speaking. And then let me see the idiots that will tell me, hey, my business, oh, you're putting our life in danger, oh, we are in Kano, we are in Bauchi, oh, our life is in danger, oh. But they are killing us. Our life is in danger in no people. For information, the caller on the line, can you hear me? Move away from your listening device and talk to the whole world. Yes, please, your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Chinese. I'm calling from Toronto, Canada.
From Canada, please go ahead. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Sir, I have a few questions. My first question is about this guy.
I don't discuss it on this platform. This is Radio Biafra. It's not for gossip. I don't discuss idiots here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I said.
Yes, sir.
Simple.
Yes, sir.
Don't discuss idiots here. We are here discussing about freedom. We are talking about inconsequential criminals.
Okay, sorry, sir. My second question is this: isn't it possible we make a little move towards the these refineries these foreigners have? Because to my understanding, these people are the reason why we're having these problems. To the fact that nobody, even in the Western world, is ready to discuss this. The news barely put what's going on in Nigeria during the protests. They barely put it out there in the news. So why don't we somehow make a move towards these refineries to see what their reaction will be? Because these are the places they're benefiting from that they don't want to listen to what our cries are for.
Let me tell you something. Even the refineries are not working. They have what is called flow station. They have flow stations. That's what they have. And the thing is that if we decide now to cripple and to paralyze the pipelines, for instance,
yes, sir,
it will lead to environmental degradation. But of course, it is better that the environment degrade and we are alive than for the environment to be okay and then we are dying. But people know what to do when the time comes. They're going to do it. And I will very strongly recommend and suggest, because what they are doing is that our people seek asylum in Canada. People are seeking asylum in Canada with IPOB. even people who are from the Middle Belt, even Yoruba people, everybody seeks asylum with IPOB, and they get their papers wherever they are. So what the zoo is trying to do is to stop people from getting asylum in countries. So what we have decided to do is to say, anything that we intend to do, please inbox me. Nobody should say it live on air. Inbox me, please. Very, very important that you inbox me. Very, very important, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you. Once I accept you on Signal, the next thing is that I expect your call. Check. Once I accept you, please, then you can call. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Have you called before?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Have you called me before today, this morning? You have called before. That is greed. You have spoken. There are people who are trying to get hold of us. They have not been able to do so. Please allow them to speak. Once I accept you, then you can call. Check your messages. Check. Once I accept you, then you can call. I have accepted you. Onajite, I have accepted you now. You may call. Once I have accepted you, you are at liberty to call. Once you are accepted, then you may make a call. I have not seen any calls yet, just messages all over the place. Once I accept you, you can call. The time now is what? 21 minutes past 8 p.m. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, my dear brother. Please give us your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
Yeah, Mazi, this morning, my name is not really important. As you have already said before, what is actually bothering me here, because to be honest with you, sir, I'm not happy with everything that is going on, and I believe every Biafran in their right thinking who has their brain intact. In fact, every human being, every living being who has their brain intact will never be happy with what is going on towards Biafra and in fact in Nigeria at large. Mazi, there's a video that I watched recently whereby I saw a Biafran, a very young guy, a very young promising guy, struggling for his life. The guy was shot, and this guy was struggling for his life to the extent that I cannot even hold myself again. I can't, because now it's like we are start developing person like man. It's like, because I even went to go and see doctor, because I'm start developing high blood pressure about all these things. How many of us are going to die before we do something? How many of us are going to die before we do something meaningful? Before we do something more effective? There's a lot of way to kill a goat. These people are cockroaches. They are killing me. Every time I see any news, it is Biafra being killed. Every news, Biafra being killed. Everywhere, Biafra being killed. How many of us are going to die before we start doing something? And I'm tired and I'm fully, in fact, I'm fed up with all this. If you want to kill, let us kill, and that's what happened. And 1960 happen now. If you want to, then let everybody die and go. Not going to be dying with high blood pressure. People are dying almost every day and night. In fact, they are not just dying, they are dying very painful. People, they struggle. They struggle when they die. We cannot take this thing anymore. If we don't want to do it, let's not cancel everything. Let everybody relax. Let everybody relax. Because we say we have our volunteers on ground. And we don't even say this. We have a lot of fight to bring out all these people. We must not confront them. We must not lose our young people. We must not lose them. It is not their loss for we to lose them. We must not confront all these things away. We must not confront them on the street. When we do that, I want to remind you one thing. Those people who are being shot by this change away, they are the real Biafrans. They are the real Biafrans. Because these are the people who are ready to give up their life for this struggle. That is why they are ready to die. And when we keep on losing this kind of people, Biafra is losing. We are really losing. Real Biafra, not those who are mentioned in all Biafra. All Biafra. These are the real Biafrans. These are the real soldiers. These are the people who will keep up their lives to defend our land tomorrow. We keep on losing them, we keep on losing them. And he said they are dying painful death. Painful death. There's trouble before us and they give up.
Understood.
Many ways for taking all these people out. The money that you're putting on weekend on them is enough to buy. I mean, sniper we can get all these things. We couldn't find this we bring down all these people. When the people are protesting, once we see them, we bring them down once. If we get 100 rifles of strength or sniper rifle of M83, we can share the snipers. We will train them. People we will train these people. We will bring them. We must. By this time, we're supposed to be mourning Nigerian soldiers. We're supposed to be mourning all these people that change away. We can be taking all these people you are putting torture in their head. This money we can use it to pay a very software. We will take out all these people once and for all. Everybody that want to die. We must not keep on using our people. We must not keep. Fuck.
I'm very upset. And I understand your anger. I do. You must understand we are fighting multiple enemies on different fronts at the same time. Yoruba media is against us for information. Igbo media is also against us for information. The zoo is against us for your information. Britain coordinating the diplomatic offensive against us is there, very strong. Your governors also, they are fighting against us. We are navigating all these enemies with a great deal of care. And as I said, wait, you will hear what will happen. It's happened before, it will happen again. Just wait and see what is going to happen. Sadly, in a revolution, when you have a murderous enemy and a murderous army, these things are bound to happen. And when you have people doing that, they are your own people doing it, then it is a double tragedy. But let's take this call. The call on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Philip Chukuni.
Have you called us before? Have you called us before? Okay.
No, I've not called before.
Go ahead.
This is my first time I'm reaching you.
Go ahead, please.
I was the one that reached you the other day. I told you I'm from Ipob.
Yes.
You know, so.
Yes.
I was the one that called, and secondly, I was trying to reach you this morning. I'm the one controlling that IPOB protocol.
So are you? Are you IPOB in Morocco? Okay, I thought you were somebody.
I'm the one.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what is wrong with the network there, but it's not good.
It's fine now. We are speaking now, and it's better now. It's fine. It's clear.
It's better. Now I use another phone. This is another phone now. It's a different phone.
Go ahead.
It's a different phone. So, my leader, first of all, I'd like to appreciate your effort. Even I watched your interview with Dili Momodu yesterday. You really did well there. I'm really impressed. I was watching that video with my family, and my wife is sending his greetings to you. There's something I said during our conversation with you the other day concerning our security. Anything that concerns, like I said, anything that concerns anything about security, I'm saying it again, time without number, it should not be discussed on the air. It should not be viewed on air. Anybody that wants to ask anything about security, how we're going to tackle these people, it should not be discussed on air, because it seems that these people are using that advantage over us. They are taking that advantage over us. Everything about security, the way we talk, the way we plan about it, talking it on air, it seems that after then you see them doing or counteracting what we are about to do. So you should not be discussing. Anybody that wants to discuss anything about security, you should send it through voice message or maybe message to you. And secondly, I saw some of the videos going around in Facebook concerning our people that are being killed in our own people in River State. It's very alarming. It's very, very alarming. Our volunteers is on our ground. I expect our volunteers to do the needful for now, leave their duty. And we in the Explorer, we are with them. We are with our volunteers, we are praying for them financially, physically, and otherwise. But this is the time for them to take effect. It does not really mean everybody must be a volunteer. Even when they are 10 in number, let them do the needful. Even when they are 20 in number, let them do the needful. Nobody, it's not called for that everybody must be a volunteer. No. It's that if people, the volunteer are people that are fit to do the work. Let them do the needful. Hope I see that you are hearing me.
Loud and clear, so is the whole world. I'm just listening to you.
I understand the way this warfare goes. Everybody must not be a soldier. It does not really mean everybody must be a soldier. But as long as some people are being selected to be a volunteer, let them do the needful. That's how we tackle these people. That's how they tackle these people. They should go in the daytime. It's like the last caller said. He said those people that think they are killed down in Biafra land, they are the hardcore IPOB members. Because they listen to your instructions. The way you do, the way you tell them, if you tell them to go out, they go out. They listen to instructions. Let the volunteer, this is the time when the volunteer are going to do their needful. And like I said in my earlier conversation, anything that concerns security should not be discussed. Anybody that wants to discuss anything about security, you should not tell them. Don't tell anybody about anything concerning your security. You want the volunteers are going about their duties. No, don't tell anybody again. Let them send you a voice message or message through your inbox, IPOB.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
God bless you, sir.
And you too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. There is a plan on the ground at the moment. The Anambra State Governor held a meeting yesterday with DSS. They will start their own killings anytime soon. Omahi have started his own. Wike have started. So it is a coordinated effort. If we do not fight back, they are going to kill everybody. They are going to kill everybody. Let's take this call. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah. Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning to you, please.
My name is Uche Godwin, so I'm calling from Lagos.
Please go ahead, we are listening.
Yes, sir. Mazi, so I want to ask a question.
Sure.
We, the indigenous people, have we ever protested? Have we ever gone out in a protest concerning man in Asero?
No, we have not.
Okay, because this man is dead. So we as a people need to make a point to the world. Because these people are scared. Let me tell you one thing. They are all scared knowing that we people knows that this man is dead. This is a weapon on our hand. We must understand this. We as a people needs to go out and let the world know in a match, in a protest, that man in Asero is dead, and we cannot accept it. No human being, not even the Westerners, can accept a president that is to rule them. So I think we cannot accept it too. So we need to use this as a weapon against them. I'm still expecting that we will march all over the world to let the world know that that man in Nasrok is there, and we cannot take it. Thank you, Mazen.
Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you. People are coming up with very good, of course, when you see your brothers dying, you get very emotional. So the caller from Germany is understandable. People are very, very angry, but I can assure you, something happened to the Jews. They were being slaughtered all over the place. Today, nobody can take a Jew for granted. And that's how it's going to be with Biafra. We are going to prevail, just watch and see. Now we know who our enemies are, both external and internal, and the great work can now begin. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you are?
My name is Simon. My name is Simon Nerimo. I'm calling from Cyprus.
From Cyprus?
I'm from, yes, I'm from Ugeli, not local government, Delta State.
You are from Ugeli, and what is your ethnicity?
Urobo.
You are Urobo. Please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you very much for what you're doing for the Biafrans. I really appreciate it, and I've been following your program for over a year now. You see, it's really disturbing that whenever you open the news, you see Biafrans killed here, Wike killing Biafrans in Port Harcourt, the Ipob governors are killing Biafrans, and they're the one inviting the soldiers from the north to come and kill their own people. This is totally unacceptable. If you check the history of revolution in the world, the most successful one in the Caribbean was the Haiti Revolution.
Organized by a Biafran. Organized by a Biafran.
By a Biafran. Yes, organized by a Biafran. You try to be diplomatic with the world. The world don't understand the language of diplomacy. This is what everybody must understand. If the world understands diplomacy, why are they building bombs? Why are they building weapons of war if they understand diplomacy? Because they have it in the back of their mind. If dialogue cannot work, war will work. Donald Trump is not a peaceful man. He's creating peace because he has a backup to fight. Nobody is peaceful in this world. Nobody is diplomatic enough to say, I'll be peaceful all through. When the Haitian Revolution started, they appointed a man. He was a black general. He went to be diplomatic. He wanted to be diplomatic over everything he wants to do. He was invited to France, the way they're inviting Wike and other governors now. He was invited to France. And the French general knew that this guy is trying to terminate their effort. So they killed him. They killed him in France. Until the other Biafran, the black man woke up and he said, no, now there is a way to tackle these people. First, we have to kill the enemies within. That's the first thing. Let nobody shy about it. Nobody can shy from it. We must kill the enemies within. Because without the enemies within, there is no way the enemy will start and do anything. How many are the governors? How many guards do they have? How many convoys do they have? How many guns do they have? And how many are we, the volunteers, in each state? Let's coordinate this attack. This is nothing to hide. The world knows it. Hiding from it, they'll keep killing us. We don't need to hide from it. How much is sniper's gun? Remington, we get these things together. The world use gun, they produce it for sale. It is for war, it is not for hunting. Let's use it for the purpose. There is no way the world will keep writing good about us. We are expecting the media of the world to carry good news about us. It will never happen because their interest is literally in here. This new colonialism you are talking about. When Biafra is free, Africa is free. And we are taking food from these idiots. So don't expect them to write good about us. We want the bad news, let them spread it. But what we are doing on ground is what matters. Let's organize these volunteers and do the needful. Let's take these governors out. 1 week, 2 weeks, we are done. Let them do their rubbish. It is what we want that matters. This is my little contribution, sir. Thank you.
It is not little. It is a very massive contribution. It is not little. You have actually enlightened me even further, or should I say educated me this morning, and have also learned from you. Thank you very much for what you have said. They can write whatever rubbish they like about us. What matters is the ultimate. Did Biafra come or not? And our people must prepare on the ground. I told you to be mentally tough. That time has come. That time has come. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
We are coming from Netherlands. From Anambra State. It's rough at Crescent.
It's rough. Yeah, thank you very much. That's where you come from. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, some of our people that is calling on this radio, some of them I don't know how to speak English. If you like me,
But please, it's for a long time I called you. And the ones I called that I need more to please to talk. Well, I need Biafran Jesse, Biafran cloth. So all these things you are talking to us, you are enlightening us every day by day. We are happy and I'm following. Since I entered IPOB, my life changed. Because of your lecture, you are the best lecturer in the whole world. You are the best. Even if anybody who wants to challenge you, you always say you need them 5 seconds, 5 minutes. I hear you.
If they can last 5 minutes, it's too much. I have demolition. Well, if you lost for 2 minutes, then when you went to school, please go ahead.
No, but now, all those things, I want the same thing to apply in our Biafran brothers, comrades, everywhere they are. Even those people, you see, I'm feeling bad when I see all these photos, because we always seen it here. Something that happened in Africa, mostly in Biafra land, some of our people don't have access to internet, even to go and work because of data. So now, those that have that asset to tell them this is what is happening, some of them don't even know when they even say they have a protest. So please, there is a way we can organize ourselves. And one thing, please, they said, if Waga no die, boy go die. All this, our governors, we know that's our problems. If we are not going to go die, if you are doing one no go die, there are people where the boy when you give message to go and send. We can do something. But not when I'm here now, we can try to do something. Even if I talk finish, because now, unless our people that is there, know where they are in and out, they are the people that can do something secretly without anybody hearing. And when that thing hits one of them, now everybody will say, hey, it don't happen, it don't decide you. Because that is the way of our people thinking. I know maybe I'll talk if I say a point or I don't say a point, but my point is that those people are not our God, and they are the people destroying our land. We have to know what to do. That is silently. Nobody knows. And when it happens, the news will come out. Please. Continue with your good job. We are listening to you every day by day.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
And good to my dear brother. And bless you too. Thank you very, very much. We are live and we are direct. Of course, you're upset as to what the same people that killed us during the war, Fulani with Britain, the same people are killing us today through our own governors. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Imagine Germany conniving with a few Arabs to be killing, and then they tell Netanyahu, not Netanyahu, maybe they tell the mayor of Jerusalem, to be killing Jews living in Jerusalem, Israelis living in Jerusalem. It's just, the whole thing is astonishing. Astonishing. I don't know who did this to them. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
My leader, good day. My name is Cyril Pastor Prosper. I'm calling you from the Kingdom of Cambodia.
Yes.
First and foremost, as usual, as always, somebody called from here. I didn't get his name because we all always want to find out if most of us that likes to call and contribute part and parcel of the family. So that is, by the way, I will find out later the broadcast. I will find out who the person was. My contribution